Sometimes the replays is like buggy and Southeast Asia servers that you just can't download it from some reason. In that case, we're gonna have to just look for something else. But
I see.
yeah, I think this one is expired. Let me check if the other ones are working. Okay, this one is working. Oh, just you play Underlord.
Yeah. Sometimes I play offlane too.
Okay, I just wanted to see if you play support, because that's what you wanted to like check, right? Your support.
I'm sorry.
Like you didn't you say that you wanted to get better at supporting? Didn't you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was looking for like if you play something like Tuskar or Position 5 Witch Doctor or something like that. I'm more comfortable looking over those games other than offlane. You might be better than me at offlane because I only play Position 4 or Position 5. So that's what I'm good at.
Yeah. I see it. I'm looking for it right now.
Okay. Is this okay? Oh, Nagasari. Good. Okay, here we go. So what I'm gonna do is, I will tell you what I have done if I were in your position as you're playing the game.
Okay.
And
your turn to bed.
I mean, your rank is already 2000, which is like much higher than mine. I'm only standing at 2 points, so we're about the same, but you have like 800 more. So you know, it's small, but I think like I just find it you're a better player because you're a high ranker. But what I can confidently say about me is that I climb up to this far by just supporting. So if you're a carry player, I think I just have better ideas how to play support. So
when I sometimes play core, but people always took it for some reason, so I try to learn support.
Okay, but for me, I'm not different. Like ever since I played Dota, I only play support. So yeah, that's me. So if you ask me to play carry, like objectively speaking, my carry potential is somewhere like there, like 4.0k, 4.5. I'm really bad at core, so I just naturally suck a lot setting. But when I play support, I don't know. I'm just like confident. I feel like I know things, and I like being the captain of the team. Even though we're playing pub games, like I really enjoy like talking to people over the microphone, and that's the support stuff, right? So that's where I find my specialty.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. And I'm kind of coughing a lot because, yeah, I'm coughing a lot. So you might just see myself muting for a bit. That's what when I'm coughing and trying to stop coughing. So excuse me for that.
Okay.
Nagasarian, is this Position 4?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So you had Jakiro playing Position 5 and you're playing Position 4. Meepo, middle.
Even though I won, I don't really enjoy it, really.
It's okay. Yeah, I totally understand.
30 seconds.
Quap is mid. Looks like Pango is offlane. Slur is top. This guy's roaming line support. Okay.
No sorceries avail.
So were you thinking starting at the trial and bottom in this matchup? Was that your logic? Just to start at the bottom right away? Or like were you thinking...
I wanted to start top, but there's a bounty hunter in the random team, so I wanted to kill him
Okay. So I understand. Oh, this guy had a dust. I was gonna say you were the one who was supposed to buy dust to kill bounty hunter. Yeah, this is good joke. So usually, you know how like if you play Push'em 5, so if you look at Jakir's item, this guy has nothing, right? This guy has like
Yeah.
only to tank with clarity. So this happens because he bought the dust, he bought the courier, he bought the observer ward, and possibly he could even buy a sentry. In that case, this guy is a dead boar. But what you can do as a Push'em 4 when you're playing against bounty hunter, so this is what I do when I play Push'em 4. If there's an invis hero and I know that bounty hunters play, I'll just get the dust in an expectation that he will do what he just did, you know, cutting down the delay and then making the double wave. So I'll even thinking about skipping the over venom and just get dust right away, because making the kill happen is just so important in the lane, right?
Okay.
Yeah, if this guy does not make the double wave, Void is gonna have like complete free farm, whereas the enemy offlaner Pango has to make the double wave by himself or just completely abandon the lane. In which case, for some reason, this lane is abandoned by the entire team. So, do you get the logic? So this is where like the enemy team is also playing the wrong, but
Yeah.
just potentially speaking, your first item choice could have got better. Okay, so seeing that nobody is bottom, you decided to roam mid, which I agree. I mean, okay.
I mean, I don't know what to do back then.
Oh, I think you made the right decision, seeing that nobody was bottom and Void was completely free farming anyways. It was the right thing to do because Quap does a lot of damage as a mid laner, and people will struggle. So I would have done the exactly same thing. But again, the problem is the Venomorph. I have beef with this. I'm gonna let me just stop for a little bit. I really don't want to talk a lot, but unless you're playing Ogre Magi, you know, like those you know this, right? Like those heroes that really benefit from having Orb of Venom, like Ricky, Bounty Hunter, always give a second thought about getting this item as a support. So what I learned from climbing up higher as a support is that it's all about getting better item, getting better first item, and doing things right in the first 10 minutes. So as a support, if I do things right, close to perfect, at the first 10 minutes, the likelihood of me winning the game is much higher. So it's all about playing the game perfect and paying more attention to the detail at the first 10 minutes. Does that make sense? So
Okay.
yeah, when you go ahead.
But what's target? A winless or something?
No, in this case, I would have got more regen, definitely more regen. If you get more regen here, what you can do is, what is Quap going to do if you just walk up here and just just stand next to her and just try to fuck with her? What is Quap gonna do?
He will dagger me and auto attack me.
He will dagger you, right? That means Meepo is not gonna get harassed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which means Meepo can have much better time in last setting, or possibly just pressure Quap out of the the attack range and get more creeps and more levels, because he's gonna get the last hit, right? Because you're somewhat tanking it by just standing next to Quap.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, so as long as like you're not getting attacked by like 3 melee creeps and 1 range creep at the same time, I would be aggressive. Even though I'm not attacking, like I'm actually not gonna attack Quap because I'm not a range hero. I'm just gonna go like next to her and try to just fuck with her and just make her to attack me. So at the same time, you give me space to last it. Because Quap is the one who's really strong at level 1 and level 2 and level 3. She's gonna win anyone, right? So giving Meepo farm is crucial, yes, I agree with you. But due to your itemization, you really can't do it, right? So right now you're thinking that I only have 2 tangles. I have Orb of Venom, but this really doesn't do anything. It's not gonna kill Quap. But if I go near her, she's gonna right click me, dagger me. I'm gonna lose all the HP and I'm fucked, right? So you really can't do it. But if you had like Healing Self, you can just do it, right? Yeah, you can burn out the regen. Excuse me, Quap's regen. Just trade some HP, and Quap only has 1 tangle and an Iron Branch. So it would have been a game-winning move as a support in my perspective if you have gotten another set of tangle or just a Healing Self. You can get 2 Healing Self if you just skip the Orb of Venom, and even Sentry or even Dust, like a lot of combination, right? So that was just my point.
I see.
Okay, let's keep watching. So it's set at minute 2. I think you're trying to get the bounty, right?
Yeah.
So Meepo is getting fucked here. So in this case, so you TP to the middle just to help Meepo, right?
Yeah.
And you got the kill, yes, but
Yeah, I got a
yeah, I would have just saved my TP and just collected the bounty rune.
oh.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Oh, because Mipo, I mean, Mipo is 100% dead, so I don't need to TP.
Yeah, but the way I see it is, you don't really have to kill bounty hunter. That's, if that makes sense. Like, you saw that bounty hunter was diving in, and he had like what, 5 HP, 10 HP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was running away. And what do you think is gonna happen if you just let him go instead of killing
He
him?
will. Oh, he will go back to the fountain.
Yeah, he'll have to go back to the fountain, right?
Yeah.
And he has to either TP back to the fountain or just walk back to the fountain and then TP back to lane. That's a lot of time, right? Yeah, do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, so that's something that I've learned as I'm climbing up to like in the leaderboard. Although we're at the bottom, like I think I learned a lot of sports. So sometimes it is better to like just let the roamer go. I understand that Meepo dying sucks. Excuse me, I got a cough. Excuse me.
Okay.
Sorry. I understand that, you know, it sucks to let Meepo die once, but the ganking is gonna happen again. It's gonna happen. That's what Bounty Hunter does. And unless you get a map pack and just have really good map awareness, you cannot prevent that to happen. So in this case, you knew that you were late and Meepo was gonna die. I mean, you should have calculated that if you really want to play support. So your TP was late, that is the first reason your TP was late. And second of all, just letting Bounty Hunter die, you know, it just makes sense, like I explained. And by just ignoring that one gank and by securing these two bounty runes, you will just opening more options, because by getting the double bounty rune, you're also denying the enemy bounty rune and you're getting yourself fat. And it's always good as a support to have the extra gold to, you know, just to get boots, or you can even get more reserve if you use the magic one. So you can get the second chance to, you know, just contest club and bounty hunter gank. That was my, you know, that was my thinking process. So I hope you got that.
Loaded to the gills.
Yeah, and he got the bounty rune, right? So this sucks.
All wands will break.
Okay, so were you thinking anything at this point? Like, were you thinking anything? What was going through your mind, if you can remember?
No.
I mean, I'm just asking. I'm not saying like I'm not trying to, you know, get on you or anything. I'm just asking.
I mean, I should help my Omni,
Okay.
but I don't have a lot of regions, so
Okay.
I'm instead of helping Omni, I'm doing nothing.
Yeah. So, let me actually go back a little. Excuse me for just I'll be right back. 10 seconds. Excuse me.
Right.
Okay, I'm back. What I was gonna tell you about the reason why I asked you what were you going through your mind. So Meepo died once, right?
Yeah.
A while he died at level 2, and he just TP back to the lane. And
Yeah.
what's gonna happen if he dies again?
He walks.
Yeah, which means
Yeah.
he's fucked,
Which
right?
means
Yeah, he's fucked, right? If he dies again, that's like
yeah.
almost as bad as dieback in the late game, because like you're losing like a lot of wave, a lot of experience, a lot of gold. So that's detrimental. That's gonna affect this game. So when I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to go back because I think this is really important, because this is what I do, obviously. So this is where Meepo died and he respawned right away. So this is where he died, and you chased after bounty hunter, and you got the kill. Okay, so this is okay. This was the second best option other than, you know, just going here. But as soon as you collect this bounty rune here, and then Pango contest is this one. It was not gonna die. Right here is where So this is wrong. First of all, you know why, right? This is wrong. You can always buy the brown boots in the side shop. So what I was gonna say, what I would have done differently, in 99% of the time, because I'm a support player, I would just get this drop by the side shop, get the brown boots, and buy a TP, and actually camp middle. Camp meaning just sitting behind Meepo, doing nothing, just hiding. Do you see what I'm saying? Because Meepo, Meepo just died, and then for me, like, my prediction is they're gonna dive again to kill Meepo, because Quap is strong enough to do it. Quap just got the kill, and if Fountain roams again, you know, they're gonna dive in and Meepo dies. Like, that can be game breaking move. Imagine Meepo dies here again. To me, that's like lane losing and lane winning situation for the Dire team. So that's what I've done. Get the brown boots by the side shop, get a TP. You even have a clarity, so you pop the clarity, right? I'll pop the clarity, just TP to the tier 2 tower even, just to like avoid giving information to the Quap that you're TPing. TP to the tier 2 or TP behind the tier 1 inside a tree and just wait for a bit. And if nothing happens, I'll just walk back to this hard creep here, to the jungle, and try to stack it at 55 seconds. And just to help out Meepo, because my understanding is that you're gonna win the game if you make Meepo fat, and if you let Meepo break down even in the lane versus Quap. That is hard, right? You break down even versus Quap, that is challenging. So I think that will be your job as Potion 4, to help middle instead of helping Omni Knight. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot, but that's what I'm going to do.
It's okay.
I think this is gonna help you a lot tremendously as a support. Yeah, so that's okay. Good job. You're doing nice. Got the rune, nice. So what I can tell you that you're doing good job is based on your movement, like that I've seen so far. I can definitely tell that you're paying attention to the timer, and you are aware of, just when to move to collect the bounty runes and check the river runes. So in that matter, you're a good support, even just literally above average support. Because I've seen carry players, like, they want to play support, but they're really like so bad, like they have no idea what they're doing. But your movement is really good. Like, you keep going contest in the bounty run, checking the just river run, but you're not stacking anything. That is one thing that you can improve on. You need to stack the camp. But other than that, I want to say you're definitely supporting at above average level. Yeah.
Misery loves company.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. Yeah, and you don't have TP, right? And
Yeah,
that is bad. And because can you tell me the answer?
because I cannot counter something.
Yes. And who's gonna gank if you don't have TP?
I'm sorry. What?
Who's gonna gank the other lane if you don't have TP? On the enemy team, who's the ganker in this game?
Probably Bounty Hunter and Pangler.
Yeah, Pango or Bounty Hunter, right? Bounty Hunter is gonna roam here or roam there. So you having TP is just really important, but you are not carrying that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, so you decided to help on me. And
I think it is
okay, go ahead.
too late, right?
It is
For
what?
helping Omni. Too late.
Too late?
Too late.
Oh, too late.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think what I'm going to say. I don't think this is too late. I think this is actually the legit timing to help Omni, because by you standing here, like, since you're the Naga Siren, you counters a hero like Life Stealer, the Ensnare it pierces through the magic immunity, so you're really good versus Life Stealer. But what I was gonna say is you're helping the wrong lane. Do you see what I'm saying? You're helping the wrong lane. So you tipping to the top. What I can think what you are going through your mind is you just did it without thinking anything in you know, like more deeply. You just TP to the lane because you happen to help him. I wanted to help Omni, so I'm gonna TP here. So that's how I see this game. But in this game, like I said, you should have stayed in the middle, really, not here, because Omni will do just fine even without you. I get it that he will appreciate your help, and by you standing here, like I said, you will give him definitely more time, like much harder time for Lifestealer to farm. But again, the game plan should be always focused on how to win this game. And if I'm playing support in this game, how I'm gonna win is by making Meeple fat. I don't care if Omni dies like once or twice in the early game. I really don't care. He's an off lane, and you know, you just gotta let him do it. He dies, it really doesn't matter. But Meeple dying, like dying twice in a row, and he doesn't have TP to come back, and it affects his game, it affects his farm, that is going to affect the game. And yeah, I have to say I don't like this TP. Although you will achieve something by zoning out the Lifestealer, but if the enemy team knew what they were doing, Bounty Hunter would have just pressured this, you know, Meeple so hard with Quap that he's gonna die. He's gonna die. Seeing that Nagasaren just TP to top, they're not gonna go for the middle, and Meeple's gonna die. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, they're gonna go for it. I mean, I don't care if he dies or not, he's gonna die, right? He's gonna die.
Oh,
well, he survived, but you get the point, right? Okay, he's dead. So I'm happy now.
Oh. So 4 heroes mid.
Yeah, so that was my prediction. As a support player, like
Radiant structures are fortified.
you
Radiant's
have to
middle
be
tower is under attack.
somewhat delusional, if that makes sense.
Radiant's
Like
middle
just
tower
keep
could use
imagining
help.
things, what's going to happen if you show yourself to a lane, to the other lane. What is gonna do, right? Just things like that. Just keep reminding yourself. You always have to be thinking through what's going to happen if I TP to this lane for the next 30 seconds to 1 minute. What's going to happen? And that's, I think, how I improve my game a lot, by just thinking ahead. And I know that, like, you're not a shit player, you're a good player actually, just by moving in this one. You move at the right time and you collect the boundary, so I know that you're pretty good support, but I think your game will increase much higher by just paying attention to your just decision making. And yeah, just try to like ask yourself what I'm gonna do by TPing here at this time, and how am I gonna win this game.
Dire's no
And
fortified their
it's not through Omni. You're not gonna win this game through Omni. He's just an off lane. He will either get fucked up in the lane and he will come back, but really the game depends on Meeple. You should have known that as a support.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse. Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away. Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Okay, just keep watching. I like it that you keep carrying dust against Bounty Hunter.
Middle tower isn't going to last long. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think that we had a really loud volume.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower. Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long. It looks like Dire fortified their structures. Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower. They're
Okay, just keep watching. Gonna fast forward a little bit.
Are those cracks in Dire's top Radiant's bottom tower's got problems. Dire's top tower is under attack.
We see handsome road.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom.
Alright, so here's the thing that I want to talk about right now.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing I mean, playing position 4 Naga Saren is fine. It's actually, you know, a strong support. But unless you're planning to get the Radiance yourself and transition into, like, you know, the semi carry as a Naga Saren.
Okay.
Let's actually see this fight first. I want to see what happens. Okay, Meepo is doing a lot of work here. Ultra kill. Wow, good job. Yeah, unless you're like trying to play really gritty, unless you find that, oh, he got the rampage? Yeah. You should start stacking the camp. That's what I was gonna say. You know, like, if you play Naga Saren, you can create the illusion, and you know how that works, right? You spread out the illusion, and you can easily double stack, and if you become an expert at it, just do a little practice, you can even triple stack, right?
But I'm not really good at micro.
Yeah, but you know, if you pick Naga Saren and you're playing support, unless you're trying to play gritty and get the Regents by yourself and try to carry the game, I really recommend you to do it, because I've seen you stacking this game like 0 times, not once. Okay, good sleep, pretty good sleep. I would have done the same thing. So using spell, like, it's all good. Like, I think you're at the high level. Well, they're gonna get wiped, but then this is because they got, you know, Meepo was isolated, and their team was grouped up, and Jakir was staying there. So this is fine. This happens, but I think like you know, the mechanical wise, like pressing the buttons and making this small decision in team fight, I think that's fine. But yeah, you should really start thinking about stacking the camp, all these hard camp. So let me ask you, should you ever stack Asian camp in this game?
Never.
Never? And can you tell me why?
I never thought about it.
Never what?
I never think about it.
Oh, okay. Well, so I'm not looking for the right answer, but I'm actually, when I ask question, I'm more curious about the way you approach to find the answer. So here's a thing that I will show you as a support. If you so once you decide to play support, like in a little bit of less greedy and sacrificial to your team, so you decide to stack camp, and first thing that should have come to your mind is, should I stack the, you know, hard camp and meteor camp, or should I stack the Asian camp? That's also the decision that you must make as a support player in this game. So this is how I want you to approach, because it matters, trust me, it really matters. I will explain to you later why. If you want to convince yourself that you should not stack the Asian camp, then you should have clicked Void and make sure that he does not have a batter free. Yep. If he's going for the batter free build, then it is okay to stack to the Asian, right? Do you get it?
Yeah.
Because he will get strong enough with Magical Matters and batter free, and he will actually get insane amount of farm at this time around. Just imagine that you stack the Asian camp, this one like 3 times, and the other one at least double stack, because you have the illusion as Naga Saren. And actually, one of the reasons why Naga as position 4 is working is because she is really good at stacking the camp. Yeah, that's her strength. And you know, like, if you play Dota, you just have to focus on abusing the strength of a hero, and that's what Naga is really good at doing. It's double stacking or triple stacking the camp at the same time. So I really strongly want you to start doing that. And if this guy was getting batter free, so if anyone in your team has like batter free, or someone like Luna or, you know, Sven, then you can start the Asian camp. But if not, don't stack it. There's a chance that it will actually fuck things up. But I see so many supports, even in our level, that they want to play support, but they stack the wrong camp. You know what I'm saying? Like when they have to stack the neutrals, medium and hard camp, they stack the Asians. And when you have Medusa in your team, they don't stack the Asians. So like, it just tells me that even at our levels, like Divine Bracket, people just think. They just don't think it through. Like all these like small things. So, you know, it will affect your game. Like, finally, like, let's say like you were playing versus Templar Assassin and you happen to stack the Asian camp and your team had no way to clear the Asian camp. He's gonna steal the camp, and that's game losing shit, right? So that will happen. Trust me, I'm not lying, but it happens in my game, and they drive me fucking crazy. So I don't want you to be those supports, but just try to play perfect and start stacking the camp. So yeah, this is bad. You staying in your neutrals camp instead of pushing. You're now stacking. You're now farming your jungle camp, which should have gone to void. So if I was actually playing void, I know that I'm not really a good carry player, but I would actually have gotten mad at you for stacking this, for farming this camp. Because what is gonna do next? He's gonna go here, right? And he does not want to farm this camp, obviously, right? I mean, you know this because I hear that you play a lot of core heroes. You know that this is not something that this guy wants, right? This guy wants to farm this camp. You want to farm this, and you want to farm that, but you're getting it, and you're fucking Naga support, and you're getting it. So you're making him confused a little bit at this point. So I'll never do this. And if you're playing,
I almost got my item.
Okay, I get it. But as a Naga Seren, another thing I want to mention is just create the illusion, push in here, and press Riptide. What's it gonna do? It's gonna push the lane and you'll get the gold, right? So there are just like other ways that you can generate your money other than passively farming this safe camp, which should have gone to your carry. So this is just bad. I'm not like, I don't want to like blame you or anything, but I'm just saying that this is bad. This is really bad. And unless you're stacking this camp, I would never do this. Especially as a Naga Seren who has the ability to push out the lane aggressively and get the farm. This is bad. This is hurting your team. That's just the point that I want to make. I'll stop here, but you get my point, right?
Yeah.
You have the ability to get the aggressive farm, but you're not doing it.
Worthy tribute.
Radiant structures have been snow fortified. Look what I dug up!
Yeah, this is the example of getting good farm, something like this. But you should have just sent your illusion instead of diving into your hero. Yeah, you're gonna die because this was a risky place. I was gonna compliment you actually. So this is actually not bad. You died there, but you had the right concept. But just send your illusion next time. That's all I had to say. But yeah, you were doing good.
All right.
So like, you dying once in there is actually fine. If you died farming the neutral camp by the enemy smoke gank, that's the game losing shit. I'm not even lying. That's really bad. But you died near the enemy tier 2 towers, I'll say that's okay. You were trying to make some play, you were trying to apply some pressure, and you got caught. Nothing we can do about it. But yeah, you should start doing that more often. Okay, Meteor Hammer. Okay. I mean, there's really nothing I can teach you there, right? You just gotta hit that at the right time.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna skip that. It's about making mechanical errors. It just happens. So you got the Meteor Hammer, and the next item was Lotus Orb, or was it the
Lotus Orb.
Lotus Orb? Okay. And you got it because
The track.
Yeah, Bounty
Open
Hunter,
ones.
right? Bounty Hunter,
Yeah.
Open Moon track. It can possibly.
But I was
yeah. Okay.
thinking about Spirit Vessel too.
Super Vessel, yeah. I mean, either will work, but I agree with you. Lotus is a great item against Bounty Hunter. You guys need something to mitigate that. Okay. Here's what I was gonna say after you getting smoke. So you're gonna die here. Or not? Yes.
Yeah, I will.
I'm gonna stop for a little bit. So bounty is Snasta, I guess. I guess. Did I pronounce it right? I guess, yeah.
Age.
Aegis. I guess.
Aegis.
Whatever. I mean, everybody has their own ways. So I saw you getting the smoke like 5 minutes ago, something like that, right? So you
I
bought
forgot.
yeah, so you bought this like a little while ago, and did you have any purpose behind this getting smoke? I just want to ask.
Uh, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I just want the smoke not to be overstock.
Oh, so you just bought the smoke because you felt like it was just duty as a support just to get the smoke once in a
Yeah.
while. Okay, I mean that's better than nothing. But here's what I would have done, or at least what was going through my mind, like immediately, even in the drafting phase. I would have just thought, I'm not lying. You at some point you would have got the smoke and smoke it with Meepo and just get the Roshan. Because Meepo is the hero, right? That is really good at taking the Roshan. Even at level 10, he'll just get the Roshan. Am I wrong?
No,
No, right? So
I mean,
okay.
he never talked.
Oh, he never talked.
Yeah, I didn't even know heroes and
Oh, okay. But here's the thing. What should you do if when your team is not responding? Should you do the right thing or just try to adjust and do the same thing and you just don't do anything? Yeah, you should just
The second one.
you should just do the right thing, right? Always. Even though team is not responding, if there is a thing that you should do, you should just do it, right? And here's what I will tell you. You know how like in pub games, like
Yeah.
I know the supports matter, but who's gonna win the game eventually?
Carry.
Yeah, the carry will win the game, right?
Yeah.
If your carry sucks, what's gonna happen? You just gonna lose the game. No matter what you do as a support, and that is so fucking frustrating, right? I know this because I'm a support player, but that's the truth. Like that's the fact. In our pub games, I think it's the same thing goes to like in the competitive scene as well. But especially in our pub games, if you suck as a carry, your supports will help you like have a better time in the laning and just get a little have an advantage in the early game. But you will eventually lose the game because your carry sucks, and that's a dilemma as a support. No matter what you do, no matter how good you do in the early game, no matter how many right decisions you make, if your carry sucks, you're just gonna lose the game. But you just have to suck it up and just actively communicate him. I don't care if he listens to me or not. Out of just pinged him, out of just typed him, talk to him over the microphone. This is why I think it is hard to climb as a support, especially at push and 4, push and 5. You cannot win by yourself. You gotta use your allies. So you gotta manage them as a tool to win the game. You can never ignore your allies. If they're not responding, if they're being a jerk, it doesn't matter. You're playing the ranked game, and I think generally you gotta have stronger mentality as a support in the bot games than when you're playing carry. Just keep talking to him, go near him, and if he doesn't respond, I don't even care. I'll just pop the smoke at the right time. And when is the right time to smoke? When you track that, when you exactly can find out where bounty hunter is sitting. The only way your smoke is gonna get caught is through the bounty hunter. Bounty hunter is roaming around the map, and if you see him near the riverside, that is not the time to smoke gank. If you see him like somewhere in the bottom and they're fucking the bottom and Meepo is free laning and Quap is not here, that is when you will pop the smoke with Meepo and you'll get the Roshan. And one of the reasons why you guys got snatched by bounty hunter is because you guys didn't even smoke. I think Meepo either smoked himself or just walked in. So basically, that was not not ideal situation to take the Roshan, but it could have just easily done if you just smoked with Meepo, and you didn't even consider how to use smoke. So that little bit surprised me. If there's Roshan taker in your game, in your as your allies, someone that is really good at Roshan, I'll always thinking about when to pop the smoke to just get the advantage, just to get the Aegis. And trust me, this will make you a really better player as a support. Okay, that's it. Any questions so far?
Oh, I think it's all good.
Okay, I mean, I'm talking a lot and I kind of felt guilty because it's always hard staying as a listener, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure that everything's good. Okay, so rewarding. And Why are they doing it? Why did they stop the game?
To be honest, it was my fault, I think.
Oh, okay, so they were raising. Oh, I mean, okay.
I didn't.
Yeah.
You know what happened?
Yeah. So you put down a ward in the uphill here, right? Near your Asian camp. Do you see it in the minimap that I'm pointing out?
Yeah.
So when you put down your ward here, what were you thinking? I'm just asking. I'm not trying to accuse you of it. I'm just curious about, you know.
I mean, every time I place a word,
Okay.
I don't even know what
Okay.
it's for. Yeah.
So when you put down a ward right here, this is just usually to secure the Roshan pit. So this is basically saying either we're gonna take the Roshan or we're gonna prevent the enemy team to take the Roshan. So this ward should be put down when Roshan is up. Does that make sense? Just because by putting down here, you see everyone moving around the Roshan pit. But problem is that Roshan just died, right?
Oh.
Yeah, there was no Roshan, and you put down the Roshan ward. So this is the Roshan ward. When Roshan is alive, you put down the ward here, and it is actually a huge advantage as a Regent team. This is a really great vision. Dire cannot do this. Like Dire cannot put down this ward on their hill. They cannot have this vision. So this is the Radiant ward, Roshan ward. But yeah, it just made me curious that you put on the ward after seeing that Roshan just died like 2 minutes ago. So I can definitely say that when you're putting down a ward, you're not really putting down any efforts in what's gonna happen by just providing the vision as a support. You're just doing it because it's better than nothing, and just it's a rune ward. You're at least seeing something, so it's good. But my point is, when I'm playing the support, I never do that. If I don't even know who put down this word right here in the minimap, right here, I don't even know like who just did this, but I want to kill him. I really want to kill him. This doesn't do anything. I'm not fucking joking. It just doesn't do anything at this point. It does nothing. So sometimes I don't even understand why people play support and put on a word and they think they did something great because they're buying a word. No, this doesn't do fucking anything. What is it gonna do? It's not gonna do anything. Really, this is not gonna do anything. The right play at this moment was, remember like when you were standing here and you just died to the enemy team? Yeah, you should have put on a word right here. Right here. That is much better one. So as another play that you can make as support is always carry the word, and it works effectively well during the nighttime. So when the fight is about to happen, you just put down a word. So during the nighttime, everybody has a really bad vision, but by just putting down a ward, as soon as the battle starts between two teams, you'll have an advantage. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when the fight is happening, you put down a ward here, and you'll have a vision to like here and here, and even here, while the enemy team does not have the vision. And from my experience, you win the game by that vision. And I can tell you that because I climbed up as a support. It really will win you the game. So that's how you make impact as a support. Pay attention to every word that you put down and what it really does. So these two words are fucking, I'm sorry, but these are really useless. These two words, it's doing nothing, entirely nothing. I hope you were not the one who put down this word. It actually tilted me. I'm so angry right now. It does nothing. I mean, this
It
one,
wasn't me.
yeah, this was Omni. Fuck this guy. This is nothing. Even this one, I mean, this is still better, but it actually secures these two camp. But still, whenever you're like you want to win the game and you have the ability as a team to play aggressively, you have to put down the aggressive ward. And this is where it is okay for you to pop down the smoke. I don't even care if you find the kill or not. Sometimes I'll just smoke in as only 3 or even as 2, just to invade into the jungle and just put down a ward. So even if you don't happen to kill anyone, as long as you find the right vision, like here is really hard to de-ward. I know this is really hard to de-ward. Like somewhere like here is kind of hard to de-ward. Like, you can be creative. If this tower is down, I'm gonna put it like here. It never gets de-warded. So there are some spots that you can work on. But my point is, yeah, this is the when you can be creative and just pop the smoke with Meepo. Because the worst thing that can happen is either Meepo ends up killing someone and he gets killed, and that is not bad. But your team now desperately need aggressive vision in this game, because If Meeple finds someone jungling, it's really easy kill. Meeple can just walk away, blink, and he's dead. But that is only given that you are providing the vision to him, and you're not doing anything, right? Meeple doesn't see anything from here. He doesn't see anything from here, and the map is completely dark. So the vision the way you're providing vision, this is actually a huge problem. And you should work on your vision. So I hope everything makes sense. Let's move on.
Not much good stuff. Our middle tower isn't gonna last long.
Pretty sloppy ganking. Yeah, I mean, that was just wrong, right? Like, everyone was really staying away from each other. Yeah, that was a really bad gank. Who popped the smoke? Oh, you popped the smoke. Let's actually go back. I want to talk about this. Okay. Okay, so what went wrong? Can you tell me right now? What is not right in this situation?
There is no. We are too far apart.
Yeah, that's one.
We have no visions of them.
You have no vision, right? That's the thing that I mentioned. You guys have no vision. You guys are still down. You guys are still putting down like vision in a really weird place. Do you see like these like triple triangle thing right here? It's actually making me so funny. I'm no offense, but I mean this is sad and funny. Okay, so number one was you're right. Like your positioning is bad. Dracula is standing right here. You're standing right here, and Maple is just hanging around here, and these two guys are here. He has 7 smoke. Problem is that you smoked the wrong people. These two guys are not smoked, right? Ford is not smoked. Maple is not smoked. It's only you, Naga, Jakiro, and Omni. Yeah.
I thought people was smoke with us.
Okay, so I mean that happens.
I think he break the smoke.
Okay, so that's fine, but problem is, this guy's not an initiator, right? Jakiro is not. I mean, he can be, but if he really wants to have a guaranteed stun, he's gonna have to heal up somebody, and he's gonna have to ice path, and that just seems wrong, right? Jakiro kind of wants to save his heals up there, and you have Void. This guy's your initiator. You have Meepo. He's your initiator. Even Nagasarin is better because you can initiate with your song and Meteor Hammer, but first one is right. Just positioning is so bad because they're the distance is too far away apart, and you don't really have any solid initiator in the front line when you're smoke ganking. So this is a really sloppy gank. You found him. That doesn't work. You're kidding me. He's not 3k. That's not gonna work. So you song, but this is just I think you just use it just because you were desperate about catching someone, but you ended up. So this is whatever. So you die, but the main reason when you're smoke ganking into the enemy jungle is to win the game, but by losing like this, this is a really big loss. So I want you to be more careful when you're smoke ganking into the enemy and Meeple broke his smoke. It is safe to give up the smoke when the guy who is supposed to be your initiator to win the battle and he accidentally broke the smoke. Just tell him to get back. Forget about the smoke, just get back. Smoke again or farm, I don't care. You guys should have just got back. So right now the enemy team is now just diving in without thinking, checking the Roshan. So they're playing bad, but yeah, I just wanted to tell you that as a support, sometimes it is the right thing to just to back down. And right here, seeing that Meeple is not smoke, out of just tell them to get the fuck out. This is not gonna work. All right. So that's one thing that you can do as a support, and that is what you should do because you're the one who's like making the call. You're actually the captain of the team if you're playing support, and you should be actually. So tell them to get the fuck out. Check that Meeple is not smoke, Ford is not smoke. We're gonna lose the game if we initiate like this. You're gonna lose the game. So just get back. If you ever run into the same situation, just give up the smoke. And I see so many pop players where they're so like committed. Once they smoke and things go wrong, somebody broke the smoke and they just go in right away, and that is just suicidal. That's just wrong. So yeah, that's what you should do as a support. But luckily, this is the enemy team playing bad, not that Radiant team did anything fantastic. But they were diving in without even fucking checking the Roshan. So, you know, like, I mean, I'm not wrong, right? So this is where the Dire team is just being not even giving a second thought about pushing the high ground, not even considering the option. They didn't even check the Roshan when they killed you and was it Zakiro? So they got the 2 kill and didn't even check the Roshan. They just dived in and just died. So this is them playing bad rather than you guys playing good. So this is when like Dota is just a weird game. You guys didn't even play anything like fantastic good, but you just win the game due to enemy team making worse play. So when I'm analyzing the replay, this is where I'll tell myself that, I mean, I won this game, but it's I got lucky, right? I got lucky, and I can definitely improve by pointing out by my mistakes and the mistake that has been made as a team. So I wouldn't be proud of winning this game. They're now get the chance, like it's swinging back and forth. Now they're gonna get the chance again because they got you and Omni. So let's see what happens. I think this game is kind of fun because both teams are making a lot of mistakes. But I mean, I'm not offensive. I'm not saying I'm not. You're not offended, right? I'm just being myself. I'm just trying to make it entertaining. But it's gonna be this is a fun game. Like everyone making so many mistakes. Okay, you're gonna do this. You're gonna good job. So you know that you counter Pango. He had the Aegis. What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Pango had the Aegis. Oh my god. Okay. Good Meteor Hammer. Got it. Ice Path. He's gonna die now. Okay. So you guys just gonna push in. Maybe they can buyback, force buyback. And Meepo has been killing the enemy team by backdooring, so they lost the top racks and bottom. Okay, nice one. I mean, it's okay. There's nothing to talk about. Okay, so here you're gonna die here. I think this doesn't matter. And why? Okay, I'm not gonna stop. But why is that your kill does not matter? You dying here, it doesn't seem crucial, right? And why is that? If you can.
Because the lanes are not pushing it.
Yes, and you know, I just wanted to tell you that because just to like let you know how important it is to push in the lane, and Naga is really good at doing it, and that's one of the reasons why Naga is really good at as a support. So just keep. I don't think you were enough using your mirror image aggressively and push out the lane. Mostly, this is now just naturally happening because you guys got the racks. But when the lanes were in constant equilibrium, where the enemy team also had the racks, I don't think I have ever seen you like more than once pushing out the lane with your Riptide and mirror image aggressively. So you just start doing that, because what's that gonna do is it will give you a second chance even if you die, because the lane is now pushed in. Even if you die, it's gonna take time for the enemy team to de-push the lane, and by the time they de-push, you're gonna be back to the fountain. Does that make sense? That is how I kind of educated myself that pushing lane is just so fucking important, especially when you're playing a support hero that is capable of pushing the lane, especially like Naga Siren. And like I mentioned in the early game, like I mentioned like at the beginning, you were spending way too much time passively farming like jungle camp, or that can be that's a problem, right? So yeah, just convince yourself, and that's gonna make you step up to the next level. The reason why I'm not commentating too much on what's gonna happen is there is really no need. Like, you guys are gonna win this game by getting the mega creep, but I'm just focused on your gameplay as a support. So even if you win, like, I can definitely point out many things, and that was the big one. Not shoving in the wave, that is a big problem when you're playing Naga. So I don't have any beef with your item build. Like, I would agree with it. I would have considered getting the 4 staff, but you know, just given that Naga Siren has the ability to stop Life Stealer, so Ensnare makes him really easy to kite Life Stealer even without the Force Staff. So I think your item build is fine, and you know, you get the idea. But I think I teach you a lot. I think I mentioned, I think I shared my tips a lot within a short time. I think it was similar, like what, about an hour, 15 minutes, but that was a lot of information. So do you have any questions anything that I mentioned in this game?
I don't think I have any questions.
Okay, I mean, it's fine if you really like, if any part of me was unclear, or if you have any questions to ask, not Naga, just, it can be like anything. Because I'm a support player, this is your chance. This is your lesson. You pay the money, man. Ask me anything.
I mean, when I hit level 3,
Okay.
should I level up my mirror image?
Oh, when you hit level 3, you should do what?
Should I level up my first skill?
Should you go for the first skill?
First skill.
Oh, first skill?
Yeah.
Also, you're asking your skill build as a Naga Siren? I mean, I would always go 1-1-1. One in the mirror image, Ensnare, and the other one will go to the third point, Riptide. Yeah, I would always recommend getting 1-1-1. That's almost always. And the reason is, although Naga Siren will have some mana problem, every spell is really strong, right? The mirror image will give you the ability to kite the enemy. It boosts up, it a little bit helps you in DPS because you will get the illusion of attacking. It also makes you tanky because by getting the mirror image, you'll be applying the basic dispel. But by that aspect, you're tanky. And Ensnare is obviously just so good against anyone, especially against Life Stealer. And Riptide is just, you just can't skip Riptide, right? So I would go 1-1-1. But it does not mean you should always go 1-on-1. I think you're a good player. You're a good player enough to decide your own skill build. But in this game, yeah, I'll definitely go 1-on-1, and just to be creative be prepared just prepare yourself to be creative in any situation. Because that makes Naga Siren really strong. You can be creative and to make the play. Yeah, that's my answer. Okay. Actually, let me check how much time we spent on this. I think we can go watch another replay just quickly, if you want to.
No replay.
Do you have any game?
This is. This one.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop this video and then make the new video. That was me coaching Naga Siren. I'm gonna stop the video now.